LewAllen Galleries is proud to present the first solo exhibition in Santa Fe of the works of the world-renowned painter of the urban landscape, Ben Aronson. Few painters capture the intimacy of place as well as Ben Aronson. Saint-Germain is one of the great boulevards of 19th century Paris. Saint-Germain is the crossing area where you're right near the Boulevard Saint-Michel, where you have the artists, you have the students. The imagery evokes the great cafes of Paris. You can imagine Hemingway or Sartre sitting, holding court at one of the great tables. The painting has that wonderful grayish light of Paris, that light that gives Paris such a sense of almost mystical quality. And yet you'll see the use of little spots of color that pull you into the painting and make you there. You're not a viewer, you're a participant, and it's a delightful painting.
You have to learn to see before you can paint. And that's the sort of mysterious meaning behind that. To be sensitive to the retinal data that's coming in rather than going from simply what you know, which is what I'm very interested in, is the human psychological triggers that can evoke emotion looking at a painting. And that's carried very much, not completely by the image, but it's not what, it's often how. And the way that the paint is applied, and the way that the painting works independently of the recognizable image. People connect through a sense of light and feeling the emotion that is really sort of subconscious when they're in a place, which is why light reminds us of a place much more effectively than geographical locations.
New York City is a mythic city. New York City is an epic city. And one of the iconic images of the vitality and the vibrance of New York City is the yellow taxi. And yellow taxis on Madison Avenue captures an amazing sense of this remarkable city. Aronson also captures the intensity of New York City, the use of shadow, the use of tremendous rich light. And the way he creates the energy and the excitement in the city is through his use of paint. And very much like Ben Aronson, he captures this little moment of intimacy at the corner. You sense an exchange of humanity. And one thing about the painting that really captures the essence of the city is that it's a grand, it's a majestic, and almost overpowering city, and yet there is a place somewhere where we can all fit, a place somewhere in the city where it will feel right for us. And Aronson captures that in this painting. Rooftops, Southern California is a painting that for me demonstrates Aronson's ability to put the viewer in a moment. One senses the richness of the late afternoon sun washing over these buildings as you're looking off into the distance. His use of color with the richness of his paint strokes is impressive. You'll see these broad, sweeping gestures creating these modeled contradictions and contrasts. Look at the rich blue, violet, purple colors of the lower right of the painting and how it pulls throughout the painting so that those colors bring back a point of reference. There are shadows, there's light, there's rich, majestic light, and yet secretive, mysterious shadows that are exciting. The works of Ben Aronson can be found in over 50 museums in the United States and around the world. LewAllen Galleries is particularly proud to have this exhibition, and I think rightfully so.